Lisa. We there?
What's up, Facebookies, YouTubers, X-Fingers, TikTokies, and IG people? What's up to the gram? We are live on all of these platforms. Y'all can't see Adrian, but we gonna get him there. We gonna get him there. We gonna see how we do that.
You see me over here, though.
How you doing?
I'm doing all right. You know what I'm saying? Enjoying this weather,
Hey, okay, Adrian, you got the moves going on. What's up with this? You want to dance the move?
Yeah, just feeling good. You know what I'm saying?
I know you started the new job, so I'm excited for you.
Yeah, started my career in trucking. See how that go.
You did the work, my guy. You did the work. You went through the school. You passed all the tests. You passed extra tests for the hazards and all of that stuff. So
yeah, got several endorsements. Yeah.
We got Megan in the chat. What's up, Megan? Megan, the first person in the chat. You send Megan a gift or something. Megan always show up. I gotta see how we need Megan to be our mod. I gotta see how to mod you up, Megan. I'm gonna figure it out. What's up? We got Miss Parker. What's up, Stephanie Tyson? This woman can cook. Jab. I hope you can cook. You announcing it. City Ballers in the house. We got Goddess. We got Moni Love in the house. What's up, y'all?
Hey, what's up?
We're about to get into this content. I don't know if y'all been following this YSL trial, but it is getting exciting. I'm just a trial junkie because I like putting my foot on the prosecutors and judges' neck. So it's good when it get exciting. If y'all on TikTok, y'all can see this man in the back, honey. This man got back on the stand, and when he got on the stand in the beginning, it made him a superstar. Woody done been all around the United States making money.
Yeah, making moves. Yeah.
Lil Woody been making his little coins.
Mm-hmm.
And that's a good thing he did, because he gonna need them coins.
You think so?
He gonna need them coins, and we about to get into it. We about to get into it. Okay, so if y'all have not been following YSL trial, let me just update y'all with this fact. They have a new judge. It's not Judge Glanville anymore.
Yeah.
It's a new judge, Judge Whitaker. And one thing that I can say about her is she's very fair. What you think about her, Adrian, before we get into Lil Woody? Do you think she's fair, or I know she's been denying a lot of the defense motions.
Yeah.
She's letting a lot of stuff in. Us as even though we know that these young men, they've been treated unfairly. Some of their due process rights have been violated. And I think she has even said some things just didn't go right in this trial. But one thing that we are leaving out about this trial, where I think everybody is forgetting.
What's that?
Murder cases in this trial, Adrian, a part of this case. That's why a lot of people are like, mistrial. I don't know. I'm from South Central Los Angeles, criminal court building, downtown Los Angeles.
Yeah.
You hardly ever see a mistrial on one murder case, less known multiple. Am I correct, Adrian?
Well, a mistrial, there has to be some extenuating factors for you to just get a mistrial. Mistrial, if the jury is hung, something like that, if it shows gross negligence on the behalf of the judge or the prosecution, you can declare a mistrial. But in most instances, no, you're not necessarily getting a mistrial.
Yeah, it takes a lot. And even with some things that she said, even today, like with the evidence, it came out that potential Brady evidence, was not turned over to the defense. And we're gonna get into the video, but she put ADA Love on strict, very strict rule about turning over all of this evidence to the defense. And it's just amazing to me that they haven't turned over a lot of this evidence. It's kind of weird.
You talking about evidence from that extra ex parte motion that we hearing that we just discovered, or just evidence?
No, it's some more evidence that was turned over, and we're gonna get into it. Let's start off with the Lil Woody stuff. We got a lot of people pulling up on TikTok. What's up, people? What's up, IG?
What's up?
We got Goddess What WTS. What's up? That's my girl. Hey, boo, with the trees in the chat. And Megan, what's up, y'all? Okay, so Lil Woody. Let me just play some of this. Hold on. Hold your horses. Take me a minute, but I eventually get there. Okay, so at this part, this is where Lil Woody's, where Melnick comes in. They inquired Lil Woody attorney Melnick. Lil Woody told them that Melnick was his attorney.
Yeah.
And I don't think Melnick.
But at one point, he seemed like he was unsure if Melnick was his attorney. He was unsure about Bumpkins sitting in for him. He seemed confused, and I think it's a good strategy that he's doing. He's making like I don't know nothing. That's his play. He don't know nothing, and this and that. Strategy. And he's playing both sides. He's playing the defense and he's playing the prosecution. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So he's a star witness he's the star of the show, basically. You know what I'm saying? Period. Even right now, we're talking about Woody. You know what I'm saying? He's the star of the show.
Listen, this dude has made it famous since then. Nobody knew who the heck he was. He be at the airport, people taking pictures with him. He got his own camera crew that follow him around. Yeah. Lil Woody done made it off of being on trial in the YSL trial. So he finally told her that he never released Melnick. They located Melnick. And Melnick basically went ahead and told the judge that he is his attorney. I guess he's just, I don't know. I think Lil Woody finna take the fifth. But we're about to see how this play out. Nene in the chat. My mama online. Hello, Adrian.
Hello. What's up, my family?
Yeah. I would have object to him being asked at this. I'm gonna just talk loud. Your Honor, I would object under all of the circumstances for a number of reasons to him being asked at this point whether or not he is going to testify. There have been he's made statements. Obviously, the state has brought him in as their witness to proper testimony against people in the courtroom.
Mm-hmm. Let me fast forward this because what's going on there is Love actually, she just don't want the judge to ask Woody, is he gonna testify? She want the police to get to him and threaten him. I believe, my opinion, my thing about it is she don't want him
right now. You can see him on the video screen and he can see you. If there's any time you want to talk to him privately, let me know that. And I know y'all have had an opportunity since you and I spoke this morning from the bench and the stand to talk about the fact that the state is not interested in you pleading the fifth, and in order to avoid you pleading the fifth, they have secured an order that says you now can be essentially compelled to testify because we are acknowledging that anything that you say, we cannot prosecute you for a crime other than perjury or false statements based on something that you might say that would otherwise incriminate you if it weren't for this immunity order. And if knowing that you still choose not to testify, the court can and will hold you in contempt. And what happens in that event is that you go to jail. And the length of time that you could be held in jail for, if you don't change your mind and say, okay, I guess I will take the stand, is through the end of this trial. I don't know how long it's going to last. I think previous projections had been February or March of next year. I don't know yet, but I guess that's not outside the realm of possibility. But it would only be through the end of this trial. It would not be through the end of whomever else might be severed from this case and tried later. And I know Mr. Melnick's talked to you in more detail about that. So I want to see.
So let's pause right there, Adrian. So she made it clear to him because, as you remember, in the ex parte, we got hot girl in the house. What's up? Shout out to Tree and hey to everybody. Shout out to Adrian. We got C-Red Deuce in the chat. What's up with the trees? I see you. What's up, y'all? I see you. Okay. So if you remember when they had Woody in the first ex parte meeting, the district attorney actually told him, and the judge, Judge Glanville as well, actually told Woody that if he did not testify after receiving immunity, then they're going to hold him in contempt for the completion of everyone's trial, not just this trial, everyone that's on the RICO indictment trial, because I guess they have more people coming up for a trial. We got what's up on Messy in the house. So how does that what I don't understand about that, this judge just corrected it. She said that's not in law, that's not true, right? But how does that affect the defendants? Like, well, technically, I guess it doesn't, because they're wiping out his testimony, right, Adrian?
Well, no, this hearing, is basically about Woody and him testifying. It doesn't necessarily impact the defendants other than, say the actual trial. Right now, it's just hearings and motions to try to figure out, if Woody is going to testify or if he isn't. And she's just like, basically letting him know, like, outside of you lying and we catching you in a lie, you can be charged with that for perjury. And if you choose not to testify and plead the fifth, the Fifth Amendment is, we remove that by giving you, say any circumstance that he can be charged by something he say, incriminate himself. So They say, look, man, we're giving you immunity, meaning that you're not going to get charged for anything you say. So your Fifth Amendment right is still secured in that. She go on if you go a little further, and they talk about the federal ramifications. Now he still can
about that.
I didn't understand. Now you said at the beginning.
Didn't understand anything. All right. So
no, I'm saying, like, I heard you, but I don't know what you're talking about.
Okay. So tell me what it is that you'd like more information about.
You said something about what they said about immunity?
Yeah.
What you mean?
Okay. Does anybody, I think I've got the order. Mr. Melnick, have you reviewed the immunity order with him?
Oh, you saying it's the same from last time?
Hang on a second. Yeah. The same one as last time. Yeah. That one. So that's the one I'm talking about. And that is still in effect.
So you're saying that changed?
It has not changed.
All right.
So what has changed is, it's my opinion that I cannot hold you in jail if you refuse to testify beyond the end of this trial. I think you had maybe been told something different earlier. And I don't think that is
So I ain't got to wait till every defendant that's not here.
Correct. but you would, if you choose not to testify despite this order, you would potentially be held in jail through the end of this trial, which might be February of next year, might be March of next year. I really don't know. It ends when it ends. And the state has 100 more witnesses, and I don't know, any defendant might also have witnesses. So it could take a while, but that would be the end of it, would be the end of this trial. Okay. So do you have any other questions? Okay. And do you want to talk to Mr. Melnick anymore about this particular issue?
No.
All right. So I'm going to ask you right now, because I'm planning to have the jury back on Monday.
What's my part?
And I am going to tell them, we would essentially start over, because I want you to have a voluntary, to an extent, choice and knowing choice whether to take the stand and be questioned and cross-examined or not, knowing that if you do, other than if you lie, as Mr. Melnick's discussed with you, and it's something the state knows and can prove, they could charge you with perjury or false statements, but they can't, if you say, if you incriminate yourself about another kind of crime, they cannot use that to charge you with a crime. And they can't say,
Well, can I speak?
you can,
I
yeah,
have
if you
told
have
the
a,
state.
huh?
I have told the state I have lied and lied and lied and
I
lied.
know. And
So how are they gonna be able to question me?
I mean, that'll be their problem. That's their case to make or not make. I mean, that's not for you or me to worry about. So
They said they're gonna be able to charge me if I lie. Like when it's up to them to choose when I'm
not prior. You've said you've lied and lied and lied in every, I don't know what you've said, but let's even say you've said you lied in every statement you ever gave to the police. If you get on the stand and say that again, or if you say, all right, this one was the truth, that one they cannot charge you with perjury for, because those are things in the past. What they might be able to charge you with is, I don't know, I mean, give me an example of something that you know he didn't do, and well, maybe not, never mind, don't do
Can I
that.
give you an example for what they told me?
Yeah, yes, and then I'll see whether that's what I think or not. Yes.
So she said that the only reason she won't lock me up, I just want to know if it still applies.
Okay.
She said if I do two things, if I plead the fifth and I say that I killed Donovan Thomas.
Okay.
Boom.
She said if I don't say them two, she will not lock me up.
All right. What was the first one?
Pleading the fifth.
Say it again.
Taking the fifth, Judge.
Taking the fifth. Okay, right. And you can no longer, so taking the fifth means I might say something that gets me in criminal trouble. I might give you evidence against me that you could then use against me. That's what it means to take the fifth, is say, I am not going to give you evidence to use against me to charge me. When they give you that immunity order, immune just basically means we can't do this anymore. It's like if you get an immunization, oh, I'm not going to get the measles now, right? Because I'm immune from it. Because it's like getting you a shot that says, I can say, I can admit to a crime on the stand, they can't charge me with it.
Right.
They have said you no longer have a privilege against self-incrimination because we have committed to not being able to prosecute you, not being able to bring criminal charges against you because of what you say. We cannot take that evidence and use it against you. We can't take that evidence. If you say, well, I committed some crime, here's what I committed it with, I buried it in the yard. They can't go dig it up in the yard and then say, well, we've got this. They can't use any of that. So that's why taking the fifth at this point would get you in trouble. Being held in contempt is what we
So what if they don't have
formally call it.
they facts together? Like they saying something that they don't know what they're talking about, and then they ask me about it.
Nobody.
They can ask you about anything they want to. If in your answer you admit to a crime, they cannot charge you with that crime. Now, if you admit to a crime and they have evidence that is pretty certain that you did not commit that crime. For instance, somebody gets robbed yesterday and they have proof that you were in Europe yesterday. There's no way you could have committed that crime, but you say, yeah, I committed that crime yesterday. that was here in Atlanta when they know you were in Europe and they got video of you in Europe and you sent a postcard that said, I'm having fun in Europe. That would be proof that you're lying. And so that they could charge you with perjury for, okay? Or false statements for.
Okay.
Okay? So what I want to know from you is when we have the jury back on Monday and you're still under subpoena, so you're still obligated to come, and I'm asking you now, when they're like, all right, we're calling Kenneth Copeland, are you going to say, okay, ask me what you want to ask me, I'll tell you whatever I'm going to tell you? Or are you going to say, nope, I don't care if you throw me in jail, I'm not saying a word, I am not getting on the stand?
It depends on how I wake up.
Okay. All right. Well, then we will just revisit it on Monday morning. So plan to be here at 8:45 on Monday morning. You're free to go for now.
That is my part right there. That is my part, Adrian. I don't care what those.
Yeah.
I just ain't never heard nobody talk to the judge how Lil Woody talked to the judge. It's hilarious.
You got an audience, you know, because in most instances, you know, the judge, you know, may, you know, find that he's, you know, in contempt of the court or disrespecting the court, and you know, lock him up for those statements, you know, because it was like he's making a mockery of the court system now, you know, because that's what he's doing. He's making a mockery of the, you know, the whole legal process, you know.
They are, and everybody in this case had their own little dab and making a mockery of it. But okay, so this question to you: after listening to Lil Woody, do you think he's gonna take the fifth, or do you think he's gonna testify? What y'all think? Y'all think Lil Woody gonna take the fifth, or is Lil Woody gonna testify? What's going on?
Yeah,
I don't know how to do TikTok chat. Is he gonna take the fifth, or is he gonna testify?
well, I definitely think he's going to get on the stand and he's going to put on a show for everybody, you know.
You think he's gonna testify?
He's going to testify, but you know, he's going to put on a show. You know, he's not looking at huge ramifications if he do get on there and lie and to say this, say that, and he got an audience. So, you know, by now more likely he has a manager and, you know, people who are telling in his ear, like, look, man, let's run with this. Let's milk this. And
Right.
so, you know, if you can continue to put on a show up in there, you know, that's going to increase your viewers and revenue or what have you, you know, your popularity.
All right, we got some Henny gang up in the chat. What's up, y'all? We got Mercy in the house, Selena in the house, Megan in the house, Goddess in the house. What's up, Felicia? They got the trees up. Mary is in the house. Henny gang always pull up. What's up, y'all? What's up? Showing your girls some love. Y'all know I love y'all back. Y'all know I'm going to pull up on you any day. All right, so Lil Woody. You think he gonna testify, huh, Adrian?
Yeah, you know, like he's the star of the show. At this point, Woody is the star of the show.
What? Okay, hold on now.
Yeah.
Because remember, originally, Lil Woody wanted to take the fifth. He basically told them, I don't care about going to jail. I can do time. But that's what he was thinking, that it was only for this trial. Now we're talking about, now they made him feel like, no, you'll be for everybody trial. You'll be in here indefinitely. So that's when he was like, okay, well, I'll talk. But now that he have this safety net from the judge that if you take the fifth, she basically told him, you're going to jail, but it's only for the duration of this trial. Me, on one hand, I think Woody is going to take the fifth. I think he
I don't see Woody risking going to jail right now in Fulton County in Atlanta, anywhere, right? You know, because no matter what, he's considered, in the streets a snitch. No
Right.
matter what, he's trying to change the story, this and that. You spoke to the police officer. They have your testimony
Right.
on the police report. Now you got on the stand. You change your story up, and that in the street life, he's still considered a snitch. So I don't see him turning himself in and doing 1 day in jail if he can avoid it.
My girl Henny Gang is in the house. What's up, the girl Henny? If y'all didn't know, y'all better know. Go out and subscribe to her channel. She get that banging content. She said Woody has been a character in this trial from what I've seen. Child, listen. We was just saying Woody gets, I've never seen nobody get on the stand and talk to the judge the way he do. And the judge is just, but she had said when he got on the stand earlier that she was his judge previously on another case. So she already know about how he acts and everything. But the reason why I think too he's gonna take the fifth, he's gonna plead the fifth is because I think he didn't want to tell them right now because he knew they would have locked him up. He want to go spend some time with his family. Once she told him it's going to be Monday, you coming back, because originally Woody was already labeled a snitch. People in the hood was trying to kill him. They were shooting at him for crying out loud with his baby in his hands and his baby mama by his side. So they were already trying to kill him. So when he originally went to the police, he was actually scared. That's when he started telling everything that he know, him and his baby mama. Yeah. But so originally in this case, when he first when they first got Woody, he wanted to take the fifth. He told him, even though he was labeled as a snitch back then, Adrian, he still wanted to take the fifth. He didn't want to get up there and get on the stand and tell. Right now, I think I'm wavering that he's gonna take the fifth. But I'm also, what's making me think that he's not going to take the fifth?
What's that? The
money that he's been making since he been on that stand. Yeah. And he has turned into a celebrity, y'all. Overnight celebrity. Never seen it happen before. Rakita in the house. What's up, y'all? I see y'all on IG pulling up and TikTok. Listen. Who have you seen that's a neighborhood snitch that become neighborhood rich? Oh, yeah. He's a neighborhood snitch. Sister, hi. You're going to have to make a song to that one, right? That one. When have y'all ever seen a neighborhood snitch become social media rich? Listen, this man done made it in life. I seen Woody, a video of Woody at the airport, and people was approaching him like he was Chris Brown, taking pictures of him, wanting him to hold the baby and all kind of stuff.
Yeah. And see, we talk about it, snitching, but that's a whole like underculture, it's part of popular culture, but for the most part, everyday people are, will be considered snitching. I mean, if something happened to your grandmother and she go to the police department and say her purse was snatched, we're not going to say that our grandmother's a snitch. She did what was it within her right. But in the underworld, that's considered snitch. So most people just looking at him like, he's a lightweight celebrity. He's on TV. He talk kind of crazy and foolish, and he's got a following now.
All right, so let's move
it's to not even about the trial no more, almost.
Yeah, I mean, I'm waiting on Monday, just like everybody else is waiting on Monday to see if Woody, if he take the fifth, y'all, he's going to jail, and he's going to jail either until he decides to talk on the stand, or the rest of this trial. And this judge said this trial is going to go on till about March or April of 2025.
Yeah,
So
I think he's got at least another year maybe on his trial.
He'll be in jail. He might, it'll be like he's coming to turn himself in if he's planning to take the fifth. Now, the smart thing would be, here's the smart thing. The smart thing will be is to take the stand, because you already labeled a snitch, and just say, I don't know, allegedly. I don't remember. They got your videotape. It's already admitted in the evidence. The jury is going to hear it. Whether you do whatever you do, they're gonna hear it. They'll have a DA read it, the transcripts or whatever. It's already in evidence. It's not excluded. So the best thing for Woody to do, because you already labeled as a snitch, you done made thousands, use 1,000 there. I'm sure you ain't made 1,000,000, 1,000 there because of social media. Just get up there and say you don't remember. I don't recall. I don't recall. I don't recall. That's all they have to do. They can't make you remember, but they can make you testify, obviously.
Yeah.
All right. So I didn't even know that they could give you immunity, make you testify if you take the fifth. I had no idea until this case that if you take the fifth, that the court can give you immunity and make you testify still. And there's nothing you can do. You can either testify or go to jail. That's what Woody is facing. So that taught me.
Yeah, because there's no reason to not testify, because they're saying that they're protecting your Fifth Amendment right against self-incriminating by giving you immunity, saying that, look, we're not going to charge you with anything. Anything you say, you know what I'm saying, cannot be used against you. So that, you know, that waiver is kind of like, you know, not supersede your Fifth Amendment, but it gives you that leeway to get on the stand and say what the hell, you know, say.
Yeah, it protects you from not being convicted, but they ain't protecting you at home with your family. They ain't protecting your family. They ain't protecting you in the neighborhood. They ain't protecting none of that. But they protecting you from not getting convicted. But you ain't gonna get my family protection. My kids got to go to school. All these people got to go grocery shopping when we hungry. We going to McDonald's. I ain't getting no protection from that. But y'all gonna make me get on the stand and testify to protect me from going to jail. That's our justice system. No, not justice, legal system, guys.
Yeah.
Crazy. Okay, so I got to get to this next part, because this is the part that I like the most. These prosecutors, they're used to doing whatever they want to do in Fulton County. And that ain't the only county, but we on y'all neck right now. We ain't talking about nobody else. So they haven't turned over all of the evidence to the defense team. We all know that they have a certain time to turn over this evidence. It's due process rights, right, Adrian, for them to receive this?
Yeah, you know, due process, you know, the discovery, you know, so you can defend yourself, you know?
Yeah. And
you have a right to defend yourself.
So this judge, let me make it clear. This judge right here, she is a judge that believed in having Fani Willis, and other district attorney offices overseen by oversight committee, having that oversight committee go through their cases and make sure that they're doing what they're supposed to be doing to the Georgians out there. This came up with the Trump RICO case. So now a lot of these Republican judges and Republicans, they want Fani Willis' office. They want this oversight committee to look into her office. And this judge was one of the judges that was for the oversight committee. So that's why when y'all see District Attorney Love stuttering over her words, she's speaking real slow when this judge asks her a question, she's doing that because she know this judge can have her turn her over to that committee, and they can have her disciplined. And not only that, they can take her license from her. That committee can. And Georgia voted these people in. So let's get to
if
this.
they found any like wrongdoing or malfeasance on her behalf, they can do that.
They can. So I'm gonna pull up my good sis. She's the Black law student on Twitter. She caught just the part that I wanted to show you guys.
Yeah.
When this judge had the prosecutor, I mean, it was to the point it was embarrassing that she couldn't even answer this lady question on have you turned over all the evidence to these people? So let's get into it. Let me show y'all what's going on with her right quick. Hold on. Cause she yeah.
May I step to the door once more?
Yeah, and before you step to the door, is there at this stage, which is mid-trial, anything else, whether Brady or not, that you think might be relevant to either the state or the defense in trying this case that you, the state, know of that the defense still does not know of?
Damn, what's going on? Is it stuck or something?
And you may want to huddle with whomever.
She gave her a way out.
This is your team, and y'all all put heads together.
Did you see how
long really, really think about that, and then get me.
Yeah, she's thinking about the ramifications.
Okay. You see what I'm saying? You see how long it took Adrian? I mean,
because now she's got to think about her own freedom. She's thinking about her, her own life and her own career. Because now, this judge is putting your ass on notice. And I've asked specifically for this stuff. And so if it come out in a later date, you asked out. She asked out. Because she had an opportunity right there to say yes or no.
She's scared. She know it's more evidence out there that she have not turned over to them people. And she don't want to say, no, there's no more. And there really is, because she know right then, this judge had already reminded her of her candor to the court, meaning don't lie to me. So the judge already had to warn her one time. So that's why when y'all see, if y'all watch this trial, when a judge asks her something, it take her a long time to answer. She's thinking about it. She's texting to get the answer. She got all kind of weird stuff going on. But the crazy part about this, while she got weird stuff going on, she got young Black boys, men, sitting up in jail, in a county jail out there, presumed to be innocent. And their lives is on hold right now because they haven't done their job, basically. This judge has had to come in all this week to do homework, basically, with them and the defense, because they can't get together and do the stuff. It's ridiculous. You got jury sitting out there waiting. They got I don't even think they got half a trial, did they, Adrian? Like a quarter of the trial?
Yeah, what they said, all the reports say that they're like halfway through the trial, but they basically starting over in a lot of regards, because now the judge is telling Woody, like, look, everything you said in the past in the other trial, we're basically redacting that, or giving a defense an opportunity to challenge all those little issues. So now Woody's getting on the stand, possibly Monday, and everything he said can't be correlated to what he said before,
They cannot. Now, here's my question. And here's my question for y'all in the chat. It's a lot of y'all in the chat. It's a lot on IG and on TikTok. Here's my question. I just got summons to go to jury duty. I'm going. Listen.
Better go.
I want to get you.
You better go.
I'm gonna be fair. I'm gonna be fair if I get chosen. Yeah.
Yeah. What? You better not be like them sisters on my trial. Woo.
I'm be fair, but the prosecution
Look like one of them look like my auntie.
The burden. I understand the burden. A lot
Yeah.
of people don't understand that is a very high burden they have to meet. If there's any other doubt in your mind and they have not met the burden, am I correct, Adrian?
That's the wording of the law, but I keep telling people that human dynamic, right? It supersedes all that. So, you know, I just can imagine what goes on in the jury room. I've never been in there, but that human dynamic changes so many people's mind. You know, so even if they have doubt, then they looking at these young black men. They, you know, it's already a stigma behind young black men. They're charged with murder, you know, in the juror's mind, it's already tainted.
Yeah, and then this is my biggest question for everyone though. How on God's green earth can we expect the jury not to know what's going on in this case, Adrian? You gotta be up under the rock.
Yeah.
Not to know. I mean, who? Like, I don't understand how that is going to work. Like, tell me, y'all, how y'all think the jury have not heard? Do y'all think the jury haven't heard anything about this case since they've been on break? Like, they ain't looked at no social media. They ain't heard no news about it. They ain't done no research on it. Cam say, I like attorney Schwartz and Steele. Schwartz and Steele is fighting for they. Listen, honey, listen. If y'all in Atlanta, y'all better and get in trouble. Look up Brian Steele and Schwartz. And another one, silent one. If we can get to some real trial and testimony, the silent killer on the defense is Keith Adams. The black dude, young thug, black attorney. Listen, he got skills out of this world when he is cross-examining people. He get people to tell on themselves. He got a good technique about himself when he cross-examining. So, but one thing about Brian Steele was going to jail for his. He said, "I die for this."
Yeah. Yeah, he's really, you know, he went to bat for, he's going to bat. You know, I actually don't like the motion that they filed to get the district attorney removed. I think that, you know, as a strategic move, they should keep him on.
Everybody's saying that.
Yeah, you know, I just don't agree with that. But, you know, now you're looking at ineffective assistance to counsel. So a defendant can file that, say if he's convicted, he or she's convicted, that my attorney didn't file to have this prosecution removed. So they're protecting their ass, but at the same time, you know, they can win this trial, you know?
Right. A lot of people is saying that, and I'm happy you brought that up. Now, one thing that I've noticed, and I don't know if anybody else noticed that I was watching the trial, ADA Love, this is her team. She's the head person in charge, right? I was going to say so. That's what she's the head person in charge, right? Hilton is under her. Hilton handles the case besides the ex parte meeting. Hilton, when it comes to the motions and a response and giving the judge her response and the answer and going back, she handles herself better than ADA Love. What do you think about that? Do you think Hilton handles herself better or Love? Because Love, it seemed like Love to me gets caught up in her words. Like she don't know what to say sometimes. She knows she need to say something, want to say something, but just don't know what to say.
Well, you know, I can't, you know, say make a minute, you know, like, you know, kind of judgment as far as her effectiveness. just based on this case, because more likely she's prosecuted, tens, maybe hundreds of cases, right? But this case is just unique in that the media attention, the defendants, all the circumstances surrounding this case, as well as Fannie Williams, the district attorney's office, the Glanville. It's so many things that
itself.
Yeah, and so I wouldn't make a minute judgment on Adrian Love just on this trial alone. I would have to have a little bit more context, but she's done things that I don't agree with, and I think that she did it because Glanville allowed her to get away with it. So why not? Why not? Why not do it if you're going to let me get away with it? And Glanville clearly was like on her side, and all the stuff, so.
No, Adrian, because I know you done been through so many law books and stuff on your own case and different things. What I wanted to ask you is, because one of the attorneys, Harvey, he has this objection, this constant objection going on, because he's basically saying that the things that's happened in this trial with the second ex parte meeting coming aboard, which was really the first ex parte, because they had a secret meeting before the one that got exposed even came out. They had one before. Now in the one before, Judge Glanville was basically already casting their clients as if they were guilty, and basically said that the attorneys was in the YSL clique too. So by that being in an ex parte meeting transcripts, right, Adrian?
And I heard that, and he just said it seems like something unscrupulous may have occurred, and that can be interpreted in different ways. But it, in my interpretation, and I'm not no lawyer. Yeah, I fought my case for years, and I studied the law and stuff.
No, but just your opinion, though. Just your,
but for Glam, it clearly showed that he was on the side of the prosecutor's office. But people need to know that every attorney is a ward of the court. The district attorney and the defense attorney is the wards of the courts. And I may not be saying that that term correctly, but they're beholden to the court, and honesty, fairness, and all that. Yeah.
Cam says Glanville and Fannie Willis are good friends. All of them. The county is small. The Judge Cross Glanville had gave her $2,000 on her election campaign. So they all now. The thing about this judge, and I don't know if y'all noticed it, but she got a sweet spot with the defense. She does. One.
What make you say that? I didn't necessarily see anything that kind of like, that she favored one over the other. It seemed like she just want to show that fairness and get it over with. You know what I'm saying? Like she want to be impartial.
I ain't saying she's favoring them, because she has been fair for the most part. I think some of the stuff that she let in, she shouldn't have let in. It is hearsay, but hey, she's the judge. She know better than me. She know the law. I don't. I'm looking at it with emotions. And one thing I had to snap myself back to say is that there's people that lost their lives in this case. There's murder victims. There's victim mothers out there that's watching this case. There's victim family members. It's people that lost their lives that's really watching this case. Even though a lot of stuff has went on with the district attorney against the defendants in this case, there are people that are looking for justice for their families. Let's just put that out there. And no way we are saying one way or another what's going on. But I do believe that, it should be a mistrial because these people due process rights have been violated. Just my opinion. I'm not an attorney. I'm not a judge, but just my opinion. But with that being said, Adrian, you still there?
Yeah.
Okay, before I say this, Bomani says in all states, they are good friends who eat together, play golf together, work. Yeah, the judges, because one, they get paid from the same people signing their check, right? But in this case, this is what I wanted to tell y'all. In this case, it's kind of weird because Fonnie Willis' office filed charges on Donald Trump. They put a RICO charge on this man, right? And with doing that, they kind of split the legal system, the judges and the attorneys up, because you have a lot of Republican judges that was very upset with her for doing that to Trump. And I believe personally, this lady is one of them. A lot of people that's watching this trial, I'll be watching the chat, the different chats. People is like, oh, she don't like Love. Why she don't like Love? Well, hey, Love was one of the prosecutors that did put in a motion against this law that went up to this lady, that the lady denied. She don't like Fonnie Willis' office, period. She don't like them people. She trying to play it off, but a lot of times you can see it flow through that she don't like them. One time, I wish I had.
Okay, so you're saying that Judge Whittaker, the judge on the YSL case, don't like the prosecutor's office?
Heck no, she don't like Fonnie Willis' office at all. She's a Republican judge, and she's mad at them people for putting a RICO on Trump. And there's some defense attorneys that are Republicans too. If you remember when Glanville had Brian Steele in contempt and locked up, who came to his defense? Trump attorneys, the attorneys that fought for Trump. Ashley Merchant came to fight for Brian Steele, right? All of them people, them people is Republicans. This attorney is a Republican. At her election party, guess who was there? Schwartz and Steele. And they gave her money for her campaign. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So she has more ties to the defense in a political realm versus the prosecution. Because the Fonnie Willis' office is Democratic. They don't like Trump. They're very Democratic, basically. So that's why, that's the little niche there that she have against them. But one thing about her that I can say is she is doing a really good job with not being biased towards the prosecution. She let a lot of their stuff in. She is taking into account that there's murders in this case, and this is a gang case, and there's a lot of things that was going on. So she's not just coming in giving the defense because she have these ties to the defense. But one thing she is making it a fair trial for these young Black men moving forward. As far as I can feel from this point forward, I still believe that their rights have been violated with Glanville, because this man was biased and he made decisions on motions and objections and evidence that they can't even get back and get her to even look at and see if that was a fair right. It's just in there, that's it. But one thing about it, God forbid they get found guilty, they will have a lot of grounds for an appeal. Is that correct, Adrian?
Yeah, but they can't. They will have grounds for appeals. But any motion that was heard before Glanville, they can't ask for a rehearing of those motions based on the biasness that Glanville showed. towards the defendants, you know, so they can't act just on that ground alone that there was bias in Glanville's ruling, so they can revisit whatever, you know, motions that they Glanville denied in the past.
Well, that's good. Now, will that have to happen?
They would have to ask that from the court, from Judge Whittaker.
Okay, so they wouldn't have to wait until they get found guilty and then do it in an appellate court, right? Like Glanville was saying.
They can do that as well. They can do that as well. But say if Glanville was on the case, he already denied them. No, so they, you know, they have to try to get a higher court to hear or wait till they're convicted. But because this is a new judge and Judge Glanville was recused, and the two ex parte hearings clearly demonstrate that he may have been biased against the defense, they can ask the Judge Whittaker, to rehear those motions with an unbiased, you know, view, you know, because you know, they feel that Glanville was biased in his rulings, you know.
Okay, all right. Well, guys, Adrian, we've been on here for a good hour. You know, I like to get in and get out on our show, be on time and leave on time. I don't like holding our viewers, holding our followers, or holding y'all up, man. Thank y'all for pulling up to the show, to the Hootie Who's Finest talk show. Make sure y'all go on Treat Tips 2021 YouTube and subscribe to our channel. Put that bell on. We go up every Wednesday, 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, 7 p.m. Central Standard Time, and 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Make sure y'all go on TikTok, Tree Tips 04. Subscribe. Y'all already on there. My TikTokies, what's up with y'all? How y'all doing? Thank y'all for pulling up. What's up, YouTube? We got Lakeisha in the house, Megan in the house, Felicia Beaumont, hot girl in the house, all my Henny gang. Y'all know Henny gang. I love y'all, man, for pulling up. Y'all make this show go great when y'all pull up. We got Camille in the house. Peace and blessings to everyone. What's up, y'all? What's up, IG? Nicole, stop lying for show. Tell me, oh, my family, salute, tell me. I gotta get you connected with Adrian. Adrian, y'all would have good conversations. That's the homie Tell Me. He is very pro-Black. He is so educated in a lot of our history, a lot of our future, a lot of where we going. Camille got the Henny glasses up. Hot girl in the house. What's up? What's up, y'all? I see y'all. All right, so Adrian, let's give our family, because that's what they are. They pull up to our show. Y'all invited into the Kitty Lounge. We got to give y'all a big welcome, because this is what we do for our family. We welcome them with a big hootie hoo, and we send them off with a big what, Adrian?
Hootie hoo!
We out. Till next Wednesday, y'all. We love y'all.